Example 2, we're going to learn how to label and draw some other things now. So let's start with a line segment. A line segment is a part of a line that consists of endpoints and all points in between. It's labeled with any 2 points that are on that line segment, and we'll draw a little small line segment above it. Okay, so let's just draw and label one real quick here. So if I have, oh boy, let's start that over. I'm going to have to start using the line drawing tool because I'm really not good at this. So let's go a line segment. Now, a line segment does not have arrows on the end, okay? And it'll have points in the middle. So I could call this point A and point B, and then I could call this line segment AB. Notice I draw just a little segment, no arrows on the end, with any 2 points that are on that line segment. Now, array is a part of a line that consists of an endpoint and all points in one direction. So it doesn't go in both directions, but it does go forever in one direction. So label with the endpoint and one other point and array above them. So let's say I had array basically looks like this. It's going to have an endpoint on one end. Let's call this point C, and then it could have, again, an infinite number of points on here. Okay, now when we name it, we start with the name of the endpoint. So the endpoint is point C, and it goes in the direction of D. So I could call it CD in that direction, or I could call it CE, okay, because it starts at C and goes in the direction of E. Either one of these would be okay. There's also an array called DE that starts at D and goes in the direction of E. So there's multiple arrays drawn here. Now, opposite rays are 2 rays with a common endpoint. So a common endpoint, let's call this point F, that go in opposite directions. So I can have a ray going this way, we call it FG, and I could have a ray going, oh man, exactly in the opposite direction, which again, I'm just making a mess out of. Well, let's say that's as good as the opposite direction I can do. I'll try one more time, I'll tell you what. So I'm erasing everything that I have here in the meantime. So go straight across. There we go. That was a little better. So FH. So we would say FG, ray FG, and ray FH are opposite rays. They both start at point F and go in opposite directions. So let's give a name for some things down here. Let me scroll a little bit. Give another name for segment. You notice there's no arrows on the end, so that's a segment, GH. Well, the segment that goes from G to H, because it doesn't go any direction, it doesn't matter what order I put them in. So I could also call this segment HG. Okay. Name all rays with endpoint J. Well, here's J right there. So there's a ray JG, JF, JH, JE. There's 4 of them. Now, JE and ray JF are going in opposite directions. So those are opposite rays. And then JH and JG are also in opposite directions. So those are opposite rays as well. You notice 2 opposite rays create a line. Next, what's an intersection? Well, it's a set of points that 2 figures have in common. All right? Now it's hard to label and draw. We're going to do this down here. So let me move this up here. And let's sketch a plane and a line that is in the plane. So if I first sketch a plane, we know that looks like, we said we use a figure that we call a parallelogram. And that's about as good as I'll do with that. So let's say we can call this plane A. All right. And now I want to draw a line that's in this plane. Okay, well, the line has to be on this flat surface. It would be like you take a piece of paper and stick a pen, lay a pen down on that piece of paper or on a desk, for example. And here's a line J that would be in that plane. So there's a sketch of a plane and the line in the plane. Their intersection is every point that is on this line. Every point that's on the line is also in this plane. Okay, so the intersection are the points they have in common. Well, every point on this line is also a point in the plane. Now, sketch a plane and a line that does not intersect the plane at all. So, let's draw another plane. And this one's not quite as good as the first one. Yeah, it'll do though. All right, there's my plane. Let's call this plane, what should we call it? Let's call it plane F. So plane F, and a line that does not intersect the plane. Well, if it doesn't intersect the plane, the only way that can happen is if it's parallel, because remember, this plane goes forever in every direction. So if we look at this as a piece of paper lying flat, we can see that that would go in every direction. So I would have to have a plane with a line that runs parallel to it. So if I had a line, say underneath or above it, doesn't matter, that goes in the exact same direction, then they will never intersect. I'll call this line M, okay? So line M never intersects plane F. Okay, last one. Sketch a plane that intersects the plane and a line that intersects the plane at a point. So on this last one now, let's draw us a plane. And there we go. Okay. So there's my plane. Let's call this plane T. Okay? So plane T. Now, draw a line that intersects that plane at a point. Okay? Well, let's say I had a plane that was going straight up through it. Okay, so I had a line that was coming here underneath, and then it crossed through the plane right at this point. Let's call this point D, and then kept on going right up forever. Okay, so here's an example. Let's call this line, J. So we can see that line J intersects plane T at, where do they cross each other? At point D. So they're crossing right at that point. All right, and that, boys and girls, is the end of example 2. We are all done with section 8.1. Good luck.